Camera always disappointing me on my phone here. You see, that's the issue. That's the issue I have when recording with my phone. You see, when you set it up to point at me, it looks a certain way. Okay? But once I press the record button, it looks a little bit smaller, like it captures. Like, you see my head, my hair, you can't see it. And you can't see some of this. When I set it up, it made me believe you guys were gonna get an angle where you can see a little bit of my desk and a little bit more of my head when I'm right here. It looks odd that you chop off part of my skull. I have to lean back for you to see my full head. I don't know. It looks odd. Does it matter really? Does it affect the video? I mean, I guess in some aspects. But the phone's gonna try and zoom into my face, and there's nothing I can do about it, no matter how much I try. Okay, so let's just go with this. Okay, welcome to another MyTube episode, whatever number we're at. And this is the show where I share my life stories and my life experiences. A lot of time talking trash about people I personally know. It could be my siblings, it could be my own mother, it could be my wife, it could be anyone I personally know. But I also share stories of my experiences with strangers out in the world. Okay? So you get a little taste of that as well. So today I'm going to talk about stress. Because I've been feeling a lot of it lately. I've been feeling a lot of stress in my life the past several weeks. Nay, past couple of months actually. But I think it's been at its worst the past couple of weeks for whatever reason. Okay? Mostly due to the non-fixed schedule from my daily, nightly job, whatever, from my work. It's not a fixed schedule. Sometimes I have to wake up early in the morning around 5, sometimes 7 in the morning, sometimes 8 in the morning. Sometimes I don't go to work till night. Sometimes I'm working a 6-hour schedule, sometimes a 12-hour schedule, sometimes a 10-hour schedule. It's all over the place with my work schedule. And that kind of affects whether I'm tired, stressed, or not. And it's been getting to me because you can't get used to a set time because you see, your work schedule determines your personal schedule, because that determines when I get sleep, when I get to be home, when I get to do things with my wife and kid, when I get to do things that we need to do of importance. Okay? So that determines it all. So because that we have to work our busy schedule based on my schedule. And when you're getting your work schedule one day at a time, it kind of gets to you over time. Okay, it's been a very stressful couple of weeks, and I'm not, I'm not gonna lie about it. It's stress. It's stress. It's stress. It's stress. Okay, like I said, I'm not able to secure my time with my family. Okay, I'm not able to be sure when I don't get to plan these things. We don't get to plan these things in advance. We take it a day at a time, and that's built for a lot of pressure and stress. And it's getting to me Look, I think I feel old now. You know, in 4 months' times, I'll be 31, which to a lot of people isn't old by comparisons, but I do feel old. I'm only 30 at the moment, and I feel old. Yeah, it could be my eating habits, and my exercise habits, and other stuff. But it's also my work schedule making me feel more tired and old. Maybe I'm getting overworked. I Yesterday was my first time off in 2 weeks. I'm at this point where I'm only getting 2 days off out of the entire month. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it as factual. Um, and this coronavirus gimmick is making things worse. It's making things worse, the coronavirus, because me and my wife and child are still not able to go anywhere together as a family. We gotta go to stores individually because child is not allowed in at stores. Certain places the child is not allowed to go with. So we gotta go individually to stores. So like I don't wanna go shopping just to look around, buy something that I want for myself only. Like no, because that's gonna take a lot of time. Then my wife is gonna be with child by herself and not with me. Like I want to be. You see, the stress is also that can't do much fun together, so we're not gonna have fun individually. Though we can only have fun together at home. Basically, that's the only thing. Just at home, spending time together. Very little places we can go together. Just the lake, which isn't free, and to the park for a walk. And if you know me, if you've been on my channel the past several months or years, you know that I'm fine going to a walk maybe once or twice a week. I don't like to do it every day, especially if I'm at my most exhaustions. And today might be one of those days where I feel I'm at my most exhaustions. But who knows? But yeah, the coronavirus isn't helping the situation. It's making me more stressed because we can't go everywhere. We cannot go as a family to the mall or set places to go together. We are not able to do that. So it makes it even more somewhat depressing and stressful. And it also affects the sleep patterns. Okay, it's affecting my sleep patterns, having to go from waking up at 5 a.m. to waking up now at 7 a.m. and now having to wake up at 12 in the afternoon based on the non-fixed work schedule where it's all over the place. It's a stressful situation because you're also trying to have fun with it once I get home from work. And sometimes I need to make a decision. Do I only sleep for 4 hours so I can spend the time with the wife and child? Or even though I only slept 4 or 5 hours? Or do I sleep? Like, and a lot of times I'm like, okay, 5 hours is enough. Let me spend. But I end up being more tired at the end. So it's unfixable. It still gets to me. It still stresses me out. And sometimes I cannot sleep when it's time to sleep. I'll feel tired and exhausted. I feel sleepy enough to sleep, but it'll take me maybe an hour or two to fall asleep, or I'm waking up in the middle of the nights. I don't know. It's just stressful. It gets to you. And like I said, the coronavirus is not helping out. And the stress of other life stressing things. Um, Doctor's appointments for the child, or all these other things that stress me out. Okay, so it's not just the work situation. Okay, I'm glad that I'm still able to work and keep my job going and still be able to make money and make a living for me, my wife, and our child. I'm happy about that. I am grateful that I still have my job. This is not me moaning and complaining about that. I'm just stating that that is the reason for my stress in life at the moment. Okay? But there's still ways that I can maintain the stress and make sure it does not get to me. Okay, there's things you gotta do to make sure you don't end up hanging yourself tomorrow morning. Okay, there's still things that you can do at this time with the coronavirus being around to have fun with yourself. And that's what it's about. You need to make sure you still have time to do what makes you happy. Okay? So that's why I still come home, play Tickle Monster with a daughter, um, and watch a movie or two with a wife. Maybe watch an episode of Catfish with her, whatever. Eat together, eat snacks while I watch YouTube videos, Netflix, Hulu, whatever the case is. All those things that are entertaining. Plus, I still find time somehow to do this video, which helps me cope with all this stress because I'm letting it out. I'm sharing the stress with the people listening to this video. Whether you watch it or not, I already spewed out my guts and my feelings by recording this video. Whether you watch it or not, it doesn't really matter. I already express my stress and it already helps me cope with it. Okay? So, thanks to the internet and thanks to the technology, I'm able to do that and it's helpful in some aspects. Okay? But I'm also able to do other stuff that I enjoy doing. Okay? Thankfully, I'm somewhat of a homebound individual whose hobbies and things that I enjoy doing includes things that you do alone and at home. So like all of my enjoyments in life do not involve me leaving home. Okay? I'm not that guy. I'm the guy whose hobbies are singular, whose hobbies are basically at home. I'm not the guy who needs to go out um, all hours of the night and enjoy himself. No, I like to do things at home. I'm a loner, which by definition means somebody who enjoys, no, somebody who prefers to be um, alone. Okay, so all my hobbies include lonesome, which is fine by me. Writing helps me get out of this world and into the world I'm creating when I write. Okay, which is part of the reason I enjoy that as a hobby. I love writing because I get to leave the real world for a couple of minutes as I write my fantasy work. Okay, so that helps me cope with the stress. Okay, doing these YouTube videos, whether it's me blogging style here talking, or me playing with toys to produce a funny video or whatever, all these things help me cope with the stress of my life at the moment. So it's at the end of the day, it's not too bad, and I just wanted to share these things with you. Okay, so yes, it's stress, but I always stay positive in my mind. It could be worse. Okay, it could be worse. I can lose my job and have, so at the end of the day, I rather have a job that stresses me out than not have one at all, because that would freaking stress me out to the max if I didn't have a job. Okay, so at least I have a job that can stress me, because if I didn't have a job, that would be 50 times, a billion times worse. I guarantee it, because I'd probably be losing my mind and probably be at far more far more stressed having to look for another job, that will, especially with my lack of social skills, with talking to people in person, that just it'd be triple as worse, trust me. But yeah, having things to do that you enjoy doing, it's helpful. Okay, and then it's like other people in my family that I could talk to. Okay, I text with my brother, so that's helpful to keep in contact with him during this coronavirus gimmick. I've been texting my mother a lot more lately since I can't go and see her in person, because I don't want risk getting her sick, since I've been working around these medical facilities the past couple of months. So I don't want to risk getting my mother sick with the coronavirus or whatever. So because of that, I've been texting her a lot more. I can also video chat my brother, who lives with my mom, so she could be part of that conversation. So there's other ways I can maintain my communication with other members of my family that I don't live with, because my wife and child are here. We live together. Thankfully, we're all together and it's all good. But like I said, thankfully, I'm also able to communicate with my other people in my family, text my sisters, text my father, talk to my mom via and my brother via video chat, or text them. Okay, so that way we maintain our relationship, and that's what we gotta do. That's what will. Okay, and there's people out there that, believe me, still don't get it. They still don't understand that they gotta keep their 6 feet distance from people they don't know. Stop spreading the virus. And there's people out there that still don't wear their mask. Why? When they wear it, they don't wear it properly. They just cover their mouth and their nose is still sticking out. And it's just like, how stupid are these people? Like, really? Do they not give a shit? Like, what goes through their mind? Very careless people who are just wearing it for the sake of wearing it, and not because they actually want to protect themselves and others. They're just wearing it because they know they need to wear it to be able to go into the place, and not because they really care to protect themselves and everyone around them. They don't. And these people are out there. Trust me, I've seen them. I've seen them. They're still out there, these buffoons. Okay, anyways, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys pretty damn soon. Good night, y'all. Please subscribe for more, y'all. Thank you.